Hello again, everyone. Alex here, back with more Deus Ex Mankind Divided. And as of yesterday, we've done the first of 3 of the Jensen stories. And now we're out to do the second one, System Rift, where we meet up with an old friend
Jensen,
from Human Revolution.
As I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades. The most secure corporate archiving facilities in the world.
Jensen, I've been spotted. The AI core is cutting off my communications. Shadow Child, she may be able to help.
Shadow Child, I'm in.
If you extract the program from the data towers in this server, it should disable the system's hold on him.
Foreign virus detected. Destroying source.
Richard?
Okay. So, we reunite with Frank Pritchard
Jensen,
from Seraph
as I tried to tell you
Industries
before you cut me
and
off,
hunting down
you need
information
to
on
be
the
careful.
Santal group.
It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
We're going... Remember that giant building that starts on the other end of Prague and it, like, towers over the rest of the river? The Palisade Blade? One at that location that was super inviting to go to, but we never got to go there. Well, we go to do it in this one. So, yeah. From what I understand, this takes place in the middle of the game, roughly in the middle of the game, just like the last story. Again, why it wasn't put into the main story just like the last one, I have no idea. And I've bitched about that one many times, and honestly, I don't know if I want to do it again, lest I create another drinking game, in which case I cause unfortunate accidental alcohol poisoning, so I'll spare you all that. So yeah, we get to meet Pritchard again. For those who don't know, he was one of, I want to say, your 2 primary Fate support in Human Revolution. I've already mentioned Farida Malik, who was your VTOL pilot, and then, of course, we have Pritchard, who was a sarcastic asshole, and was basically your main techno guy for who hacked into systems and whatnot, and, you know, delved deep into information. So it's gonna be interesting to see him again. Although I wish we did get to see Farida. I mean, we got David Seraph in the main game. Now we have Pritchard here. So where is she? I mean, yeah. Farida's fate was open to interpretation depending on what you did in the previous game. Whether you either saved her from a bell tower ambush, or you left her to die. Personally, I refuse to ever let her die. So in my headcanon, she's still around. And I hope that's the case. I really wish there was, they did what Witcher 3 did, where you got to choose in dialogue what your major decisions you did to carry over to rectify, you know, the whole lack of a system transfer. Like that game did. But hey, it is what it is, I suppose. So let's do it. System Rift. And we're likely gonna be starting from scratch with all of our powers and weapons at blank. I won't be surprised, honestly. He's a fan of baseball,
Been a heck
is
of a
he?
game so far. We're in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. An 0-2 count rest on Detroit. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off, chased a wide one. 1-2 is the count. Detroit's game-winning run sits on third after pulling off a play for the history books. A risky
Adam's
double
dog.
steal. Nobody's been able to swipe a bag from this defensive powerhouse all season, but Detroit has cracked their code. The runner on third is taking a generous lead off the bag.
And a bottle
Pitcher
of
throws
rum.
over. It's bobbled! Runner's making a break for home. It's gonna be close. He's
Come on, man. It's getting good.
Francis?
Am I, interrupting something, Jensen?
Yes.
How'd you know where to find me?
I know you like to think you're off the grid these days, but I am the one who programmed your Infolink's GPL tracker.
Back when I used to work for Sarif. We don't work for Sarif anymore, Francis.
Be that as it
And I
may,
distinctly remember telling you never to ping my location again.
except in an emergency. That's how I remember you saying it. A year ago, when the rest of the world thought you were dead and I helped you get out of Alaska, in fact, I seem to recall you adding, and I quote here, "I really owe you one, Pritchard."
I don't recall saying it quite like that.
Well, it just so happens there's something in Prague that I need your help with. Tonight.
Kind of busy.
Investigating TF-29, I know. But if you help me with this, we're even. I promise.
Fine. What do you need?
I've been hired to vet a company. A freelance job. Someone in Prague was helping me, but, he's gone radio silent.
You mean he stopped taking your calls?
I tracked the GPL signal on his phone to a bar named Zatopek. Now, I don't know if he's alive or dead. He could have been robbed or decided to get drunk. The only thing I know for sure is that he is jeopardizing my assignment.
Why do I get the feeling you're doing more than just vetting a company?
He goes by the name Slaw. I need you to find out what happened to him.
Like coleslaw?
Send me the address of the bar.
Sure, but
Yeah. Kind of tragic with the whole dog thing. I'll explain in a bit. Yeah, when Adam finally gets back home, you know, from his surgery where he was transformed into RoboCop, more or less, you could read an email in his house where, his, maid or whatever, or neighbor, took in his dog.
Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. Zatopek Bar is in a pocket of Prague that doesn't take kindly to augmented people. An alley off Klimova Street. They're known to get violent there.
Really?
Are you warning me because you're concerned for my well-being, or because you need me for this job?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
Where are we in relation to the... Okay, so we're in a totally different neighborhood. So that's why it's not zooming me all over the place like last time. But yeah, you read an email where during the time that Adam had been, you know, it's when Sarif Industries had been raided and Adam was indisposed as a result of his injuries. You read in an email that he did have a dog, that collie that was on the picture, which I can assume is the dog in question, where his neighbor or maid or friend, I can't remember the exact position she was, but I think she was also a friend of Megan, I believe, where she looked after the dog and she didn't know how long Adam would be, you know, out of it due to being worked on. And behind his back, she, like, got rid of the dog. And I don't think they ever said specifically what happened to it. Either gave it up for adoption, took it to the pound, I don't know. And she was like, "I'm sorry, Adam, I didn't know what to do." And it was like, once you go to his original Detroit apartment and you see the emails and all the environmental stuff in his house, it prints a very sad picture of how super far from the good life Adam had fallen. Broke his bathroom mirror, likely due to being revolted at what he'd become. And of course his dog's gone, so it's like, yeah, I'd be upset too. I'd be as depressed as he is. Well, new neighborhood, so I don't know what to expect yet. And of course we gotta do all this shit again. Why it wasn't in the main game, I still don't know. Eidos was lazy. And of course, double that scorn goes to Square Enix for utterly shit-canning the game as is. Oh, we re-released the game, but we didn't make the numbers we wanted in a span of a week. God forbid a game based on an already niche franchise actually be, taken actually be accepted with middle market numbers. But no. We wanted to force the game to be AAA mainstream market when it never was one. Yeah, don't judge us. Yeah, and you made Eidos work on an adventures game literally anyone could have made. Fuck you, Squeenix. Alright, I know I'm harping on it, I'm sorry. It's just... That sort of shit in modern Western game development just pisses me off. Okay. Casey's already good. Get the invisible. I don't really think I need the armor. Instant takedown. 2 walls. Stealth. Oh, they gave me retinal prosthesis. Oh, wait a minute. I already had that even in the main game. Smart vision is what I didn't have. Pips, remote hacking. I don't know if I want to do remote hacking yet. Jump mod I get by automatic. This does multi-takedown. Okay. I'm gonna... save my last 2 until I get enough. So, looks like we got the stun gun and the combat rifle as proxy already. Save again. So that way... I love that you could fog the windows.
A temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate.
Get some bonus points in from panel hacking.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Situation terminal station involving the threat of suspicious packages ongoing. Don't spread rumors. Periodic delays. So a new neighborhood with more secrets.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Parts. Nothing up there. Here. Station office. Those are usually filled. Armor piercing, huh? Don't know if I'll need it, but you never know. Considering that these were relegated to being separate stories instead of rightfully being led into main game. I know I don't have to be super stealthy like I was, but for the sake of habit and the possibility of better results, I'm going to continue with that. Turn off the camera. Alrighty. First successful side area raided. Wait a minute, was there any back doors over here like usual? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, wait a minute. Nah, it's just beer. Who needs beer? I didn't need it in the main playthrough, and I don't need it now. What good is it if it just makes me drunk anyway? Oh, storm's brewing.
It is the Palisade Blade Link. Then, where the hell is the way?
That looks
I do
cool.
not know the exact stop. We have to look at the metal guide.
Thank you, officer. Is it confusing on purpose?
I do not know, ma'am. I do not have the money to put anything in either of them.
Huh. Well, this looks cool. What's the map say? Oh, we're literally right over there. Converse Cafe. Nice underwater, nice fountain. See, look at this thing. This looks cool. This looks genuine cyberpunk architecture. Why wasn't this in the main game? It looks cool. Look at that thing. It's a giant glowing glass data bank right there. Hey, look at that. Boats even. And a nice view of the rest of the city. More boats. Yeah, this is the mix of cyberpunk and Euro architecture I was looking for. Okay, so cafe right there. Uh-oh, closed off area right there. And a bunch of ladders.
Hello,
Hate to see what these olds have done.
Palisade Blade.
We were getting to go inside. Maybe you didn't see your shield and Alva.
Super Cop right over there. I don't have the remote hacking on me, so best not to stir up trouble.
That is where most people stop reading.
Naturals only. Oh, great.
Stop right there, Hanser. I need to see your papers.
Really?
This doesn't look like a checkpoint. And you don't exactly look like a police officer.
And you do not look like someone who is going to pull out a guitar to sing songs about peace and love. Papers. Now!
Ah.
Look, civilian. I'm on official Interpol business, and I need to speak to someone in the bar, Zatopek.
And I want to live in a world where all Hansers are dead. Looks like we are both going to have to wait for what we want. Now fuck off.
Wow.
This is an OG-free zone, and we will shoot any OG who enters, even the ones who claim to be working for Interpol. Tell your boss to send someone who is not a Hanser.
I really would love to slap that skinhead right
Your
there.
hands not ready.
Let's make it through this shift. Sir?
Well, I guess I gotta go through the restaurant. Or somewhere similar. Whoa. This is a big one.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, come on.
Trace program.
I'm pressing it. Why isn't it going?
Access denied.
Of course it doesn't go. I'm hovering over it and it doesn't go. Ugh. Wait, what is that? Oh, look at that! It's the original Deus Ex logo from the first game. Cool. That's a nice little homage right there. Okay. Do this again.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Fuck
Access
it.
denied.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go straight for the goal. Don't even bother.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, for once I'm not gonna fortify it because that seems to be giving me away more than actually helping me. Yeah, that's something that I hated about fortifying, even in the previous game. It would alert the computer anyway. It wouldn't be that stealthy.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
So there were a lot of times where I would just say screw it and just go right for hacking everything else instead of fortifying, because it would just get the computer to go on alert mode anyway. Please hold packages till I get back. Peter Banks. 3A and 3B cleaning required. We do it ourselves. Inform you next week, maintenance crew present at our buildings of the annual internal district. District 10 is here in Klimova, Prague.
I'm telling you, if that augmented pickpocket ever shows its face in here, I will put a bullet through it myself. Rid the
Wow.
world of Mars.
They're all
I would
girls.
love to see that. See it plastered
And there's
all
a
over
sniper.
like this for everyone. What are you talking about? That mainstream bullshit? They know what they are talking about.
Well, this is gonna be complicated.
I don't have time for anything, sorry. Yes, may I help you? I would never associate with someone like that now. She's an old friend.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hello, it's me. Through a friend.
Someone loves weightlifting in here. What does Eddie Brock live here or something? Overlooks the neighborhood to a degree.
trace program. Initiate access granted.
Children's hospital charity I was telling you about was hacked by Castle Freaks group. I would hack into a legit charity organization, steal the private organizations, take money from it. I'm going to destroy that hacker group. Inspired by news report of the bombing, you need to attack the chapter. Door. Friends who live in the area, great people that you have to meet. Buenos Aires. Uncle not seen for years. Vietnam. Tokyo, Johannesburg, Hawaii. Someone's part of some member or some group. English samples translated. I was disgusted about what I did during the August. It hit my lover in the face with my own hand. Hand I could not control. I lost control. I lost freedom. I lost judgment, restraint, discipline, rhythm, kindness, the gate, all song, all my love. Wanted to remove my augmentation. It was cosmetic and it caused death. Why I spend on something so worthless? Reminds me of plastic surgeries. Only someone at the peak of their own stupidity and in the carefree 20s would do such a thing. Could have used that money for something else. Something could have helped my life. Yeesh. Someone has a serious case of buyer's remorse. Can't really blame them, really. What the... Am I supposed to be here? Because I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. Nice globe. I think Seraph had one like this. Palisade Bank Corporation founders. Palisade Bank Corporation started as dream shared by two people. Ashani Talwar, heir to the Talwar banking empire, had an unrivaled mind for business. Masaki Oshiro, founder of the Data Protection Company. Yup, I remember him. UNGYO had the brilliance to stop the best hackers in the world. When they met, they were two of the wealthiest people under 30 in the world, and individually, they had it all, and yet they had no one to share it with. In 2014, a chance meeting in Switzerland would change both of their lives forever. Fell deeply in love and quickly married each other in a private ceremony. After their wedding, they set their sights on a new endeavor that would combine their passions. High-end data, archiving, and starting their family. Huh. And I'm guessing that's them right there. Huh. He married, quite the looker, that's for sure. Whoa. That's quite the setup he's got. Ooh, multi-tool. I need that. I have a strong feeling we'll be coming back here at some point, so... guess nothing much to do. Where am I in relation? Okay, that was a bad idea. Whoops. Francis Pritchard is the former head of cybersecurity of Seraph Industries. One of the last to leave after David Seraph declared bankruptcy. He looks, pretty weaselly, even more so than usual due to the better graphics engine, but then again, that's how he was. He was very good at nosing through everyone's systems. Okay, so it's saved back here. I'm gonna have to do all this again.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I thought I could make it, but nope. Shows what I know. Nice television. Okay, do a scan, get everything. Oh, got the pistol. This, so it counts. This. Alrighty then. Do I want it or not? Well, I got 3, so I think I might as well. Oh, this is where I was before. Now, why would anyone leave this open? Huh. Odd. Never seen anyone leave their bin open like this. That is unusual. Before I do anything else and get myself killed again. Save.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What the fuck? Was he trying to come and arrest me? Well, he seems to have acted a little prematurely. And look at that. He just walked away. Didn't even care. Oh, hollow sight, perfect for the rifle. Don't have anything for the muzzle. Give the rifle the hollow sight. I'm going to stick with just the rifle and pistols. I'm not going to bother carrying anything excess. Can't go in there. There was that one back way back there, but I want to see something. I'm pressing it. Thank you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program.
Ah! Damn it. Well, it didn't like it, so...
Access granted.
There goes Mr. Super Cop rushing over again. I can either sneak from where I was, but I also want to see what's over here. Damn my curiosity. Sorry, madam, can't have you interrupting the investigation. Ah, shit. Someone saw me. Yeah. You think this is hard? Try Splinter Cell. Or Thief. I never played Thief. First 2 games for PC. I want to play Deadly Shadows on the original Xbox. I hear that one's pretty good. Like, think every super sneaky stealth game you ever played, well, yeah, they all owe their existence to the at least modern ones anyway, to Thief. Except Metal Gear. I'm sorry, but Metal Gear is... It doesn't exactly hold up well as a stealth game, I'm sorry. It's as simple as you could get. I mean, I've enjoyed the Metal Gear games, but they don't hold up well in that regard.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
How much ammo do I have? 5 stun guns. I'd rather not waste them.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
You know what? Screw the treasure. I'm just gonna go straight for the goal. Because this ain't worth it. Okay, so let me evaluate. We could go either there, or we could go to the apartment right there. Those are possibilities. Oh, now it decides to behave.
Access granted.
Broke into your diner, sorry. Peeps. Who keeps a medical box right there? For emergencies, I guess. In case people choke on their drinks, I suppose. Whoa. I wouldn't be able to sneak through there. Because there's a sniper right there. They're all chicks. I just noticed. No, I don't want the machine guns. Yeah, sniper right there. It wouldn't work. I need to go after them on the other end. A sewer grate right there.
Nothing. You sure we need to be out
Painkillers, I'll take just in case. Machine pistol, don't want. That doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, this is where I was before. Rather not set the alarm. It's not... I completely missed the whole, alarm right there. Like, it's so... Like, I'm expecting... You know, I expect a police van to be, you know, with the police, but instead it's all the way over here. What, do they steal the damn thing? Do they work out some kind of back deal? What, are they like prostitutes on the side and the cops owed a favor or something?
Access granted.
Okay, try this again. See if I can get one of them over here. Again.
Wait. I just found something.
Looks like, yep, she's coming over here. Normally I don't like to hit women, but in this case I have to make an exception. Nice kitchen. Ooh, pies. I like pie. Peach pie especially. Okay, wait for her to turn around so that way the sniper doesn't see. It's not even a police van. No, but it's still armed like one, but the alarm. Sorry, dreadlocks. Katerina Pilantova. No delivery from the Diwali guy. Need more ammo? Help yourself. Apartments open. 1205. How much you want to bet I already broke into it? Either go through the door or go through... vent. Let's see what's in the vent.
Hey! I am watching that.
Due to their involvement in an ongoing securities fraud investigation.
Oh, you are in the wrong bar, Og.
I'm looking for someone named Slaw.
This be me. But I no do business with robots.
I'm here on behalf of someone you know from Detroit.
Kurva, he sent it the robot. I told him I no do job. He no listen. Here, take this and go. It worthless now. It be flagged missing and no can be reprogrammed. It open nothing now.
Really?
Wait a minute, back up. What are you talking about? What is this?
That is Palisade Passport. It be combination employee card and VPN key. It let your boss make remote connection to protected servers inside Palisade Blade.
He needed a virtual private network key for a vetting job.
Vetting? I don't know what this mean. The job be more like heist of most secure corporate archiving bank in world. He bade me to go inside server room and make connections so he can look at files using Passport.
Yeah, I see. And how were you supposed to get inside the bank?
I worked there. With clean Passport, I go places inside. But if I go to wrong place, all the robots and guards come kill me. I no wanted to be die like Simona Saridakis.
Who?
She be first engineer killed inside. Wow. The Blade make update to defense system and... Wait. He getted you to do job for him? Ha! If you are human, I try stop you. Blade is death trap and I care for human life. But, because you are dirty robot, I say go. Do it. Kill yourself.
I'm still human, you jackass.
No one will care.
Intimidate, appease.
Look, I get it. You hate me and my kind, but I came here to find you, not get into a debate about what it means to be human. Let's finish up amicably and part ways.
Amica what? You have Passport. I must go back to work soon. Our business be finished. Go.
Pritchard, I found Slaw. He backed out of your little bank heist.
Heist? Jensen, you understand he's being dramatic, right? Nothing's being stolen. Did he give you anything?
Yeah, something called a passport. I'll drop it in the mail for you.
Don't, Jensen! Look, there's a Converse cafe being built in your area, near the shoreline. Get inside, activate their holographic system, and I'll explain everything.
Alrighty, Pritchy. Another multi-tool, that's always good. Is it me or is this bar completely empty and he's the only one in here? Apparently there's a band that's supposed to be in here. What's on the news? Check under investigation and for misplaced crucial evidence related to the Rosika station. Obtained 3 strands have been obtained for forensic investigations. Noticed it missing after Interpol asked them to transfer the device. Leads a person or persons stole the device, may be working with an augmented terrorist. Worked 4th time this year. Okay, so this is set after you raided the crime scene and around the time that the harvester quest started. So had this actually been put into the main game, as it should have, you know, this would have been fine. And look at that. And look at that. Since it's saying crucial evidence missing, how much you want to bet that is the alternate version of what I would have done had I raided the Ruzicka crime scene without knocking anyone out? Because you notice when I did that, thinking I was being overly stealthy and no one would see me, they reported it as if a million people died or something, which didn't happen. They overblew the whole thing, or maybe that was a glitch in the results programming. I don't know which, but clearly that's the alternative. Had I just snuck in, didn't harm anyone, and got out. And of course we have the journalist right there who was killed by Daria because she had her brain fucked with the memory chip of a serial killer. So yeah. So roughly somewhere in the middle of the game, just like the Desperate Measures one was.
Are you blind? We do not serve clanks here.
Well, you seem quite the jolly person, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah, don't fuck the nobody.
Whoops. I wanted to try and sneak behind the wall to get them, but she saw me. I want to get as many XP as I can. And a lot of that tends to come from knocking people out. Less so if you kill them. Come on, game. You're not that old. Then again, even new games have trouble loading.
He backed out of your little bank heist.
Heist? Jensen,
Shotgun under the bar.
You
Figures.
understand he's being dramatic, right? Nothing's being stolen. Did he give you anything?
Yeah, something called a passport. I'll drop it in the mail for you.
Don't, Jensen! Look. There's a Converse cafe being built in your area, near the shoreline. Get inside, activate their holographic system, and I'll explain everything.
Oh, an ebook I missed. The Vampire and the Solar-Powered Robot. Silly short stories. Lonely vampire. Once upon a time, there was a lowly vampire every day. He had to drink the human blood and be inside his tomb before sunrise. Blah. But one fine day, he saw a beautiful solar-powered robot and fell in love with her at first sight. Wait, what? What the okay. Because of that, he stayed in the sun a little bit each day. Because of that, he grew weaker. Because of that, he left his tomb occasionally until finally he died of starvation. And ever since, solar-powered assassin robots kept the world free of vampires. But now the solar-powered assassin robots are coming for us. Still a better love story than Twilight. I'm just saying. Still a better story than Twilight.
It is too late for that. They let Rakra live too long and Ark got too powerful. His death means nothing.
You do not think it means the end of Ark?
Heh. Knocked her the fuck out, like she deserves. Now I am utterly satisfied. I am satisfied. Okay, now where am I going? Flagged passport. We got this little pass. We got the pass from Coleslaw back there. Yeah, I know that's not his name, but it's just too funny. Get to the cafe, and where am I in relation to everything else? There's a wine store right there. And I think Dad's home. Hey. Thought I heard you cough. Yeah. Just my dad coming in. Here, he says. Holographic cafe, huh? I don't want to make myself conspicuous. Back door.
What do you mean? All my movie actors.
Seriously, I love this view right here, man. This is cool. This really looks cool. This is probably one of the most impressive cyberpunk sites I've seen in a game like this. At least what little I've ever played. And the last one I played was the last Deus Ex. Cyberpunk 2077 looks like it could be good. Although I've heard there seems to be some development problems with it. Sudden changes in development shift and some personnel changed. Blah, 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 blah. Nice water. Fountain wall thing. I really like those things.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Mr. Wolotowski, take this time to wish you the best of luck getting everything ready. Congratulations on your holographic system up and running. Proud to have you as a franchise owner of Converse Cafe in the Czech Republic. Saw your work on the Warsaw and Vienna openings with nothing short of spectacular. Lawyers finalizing the last round of contracts now. Good luck. Look forward to a location launch conversation. To all Cafe franchise owners, you remember, promise to let you know as soon as we had news to share about our financial restructuring. Give you an important update about the steps we're talking about. Reached agreement. Several grand openings this month. Czech Republic and Prague, Czech Republic. Yamoussoukro, Ivory Coast, Chiba, Japan, Detroit, United States, Salt Lake City, United States, Barquisimeto, Venezuela, or what's left of Venezuela, anyway, at this rate. Thank you for your time. Venezuela, yet another in the long list of examples of why socialism does not work. And no, the Scandinavian nations do not count. In fact, they hate it. They hate being referred to as quote democratic socialist. They're more free market economies than anything else. They just earned enough where it's like they can share it enough. There's a difference, Bernie Sanders. McFly. Ugh. Pardon me ripping Micah Curse off a little bit with that last one there. New and exciting way for people to have conversation with friends and family around the globe. Converse cafe locations, a bar built the exact same dimensions and similar decor. Couch in Stockholm, Sweden is the same exact couch in Tokyo, Japan. Step into a Converse cafe, you are limited by multiple 3D holographic cameras. It's currently Converse cafe, face-to-face with a friend or loved one living in a different city, or even have a chat with a complete stranger from another continent. Social reinvented. Multiple friends. So it's kind of like a much cheaper portable version of the quantum entanglement communication from Mass Effect. Like, imagine having one of these. You can speak to whoever you want to in a greater level of detail. And yeah, that old commie sympathizer Sanders, he's not even paying his own employees the $15 he says he wants everyone to play. So you know that deep down he's just grade A bullshit. Then again, aren't all Marxists at the end of the day?
Well, you certainly took your time. Getting slower in your old age?
Let's cut the small talk, Pritchard. What exactly have you gotten yourself into?
It's not as bad as you think. My client, that freelance job that I told you about.
Go on.
You've heard of the Santo Group, haven't you?
Yes.
The European mega corporation that built...
The Utilec complex, Prague's Og Ghetto. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Then you probably know they're building another complex for Ogs in Oman. Only this one's a city, and it's being hailed as a desert paradise.
Yep.
I'm up on current events, Francis.
Well, my client is considering a partnership with Santo. But before going all in, he wants to know two things. Is Rabia feasible? And is the mysterious group that you're trying to stop also involved with the plan?
The Illuminati?
Thought that might grab your attention. To know for sure, though, I need to get a look at some digital files stored inside the Palisade Blade. On servers leased to Santo. Slaw and his passport were going to help me do it. Until he chickened out. So you see, Jensen, I really don't intend to steal anything. At least not on my own.
Shut down. Flagged as missing. It can't be reprogrammed. But I'll mail it to you anyway, or turn tables.
You're right. This isn't a bank heist. It's corporate espionage. The kind of thing your client used to pay us to prevent.
I never said David Sarah.
You didn't have to.
Fine. I'm sure Sarif would be willing to pay you too, if that's what you want. But I would have thought you'd do it on principle. You are the one who's obsessed with elites and their secrets.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that the Palisade Blade is so full of them. Its owners are willing to kill to keep people out. I'm sure Slaw mentioned the defenses.
Yup.
He might have said something.
The grounds and offices are patrolled by Tarva security services. And wherever the human guards don't go, there are automated defenses. The best automated defenses money can buy. Anyone detected in an unauthorized zone risks getting killed on the spot, as several employees have discovered.
How many deaths have there been?
The bank owners pay off the families and keep the details out of the papers, so it's difficult to say. The only one they've publicly acknowledged was the first, an engineer named Simona Saradakis. They used her death to promote their security systems, if you can believe that.
Yeesh. I bet it paid off for them.
It increased their client base by at least 20%.
Wow.
Look, Jensen, it's safe to say this will involve more than just parkouring through a few lasers. The passport Slaw stole for us.
There is no us here, Pritchard. Slaw says the passport's been flagged. It can't be used because it can't be reprogrammed.
Slaw's knowledge of the hacking world is limited. There's maybe 50 people out there who can reprogram it. I'm one of them, of course.
Of course.
But another one is much closer to you. A friend and fellow hacker who goes by the handle Shadow Child. She knows me as Nuclear Snake.
Wow.
Why do I feel like I'm in the middle of a bad screenplay you've written?
Okay, look. I can tell you're still on the fence about this. Just bring Shadow Child the passport, and if you really don't want to go any further, I'll find somebody else. Please?
Oh, this is rich.
Hey, Nuclear Snake. Who exactly is this Shadow Child?
I don't know exactly. She's a legendary hacker who's been at it for as long as I have. Maybe longer. We've known each other for years through online chats.
Right. Do you trust her?
Do I trust anyone? She's helped me out with a few technical glitches in the past. Her code is solid. And very few hackers in the world know as much as she does about the Blade's inner workings.
Alright, fine. Give me her address.
Apartment 3A at 33 Klimova. It's just minutes away from your current location. You won't regret this.
I think I already read it there.
I'll let her know you're coming. But seriously, think about this opportunity, Jensen. Getting in the Blade could result in a mother lode of information on the people you are really after.
We'll see.
Yeah, I've already been in there. And, I was about to say something. So, David Sheriff is in on the whole thing. Yeah, if the Desperate Measures gave more on the whole bomber, you know, the Yellow Hood Ivan, and more on Tarvos, then this is the mission that gives us a bit more to do at Santow. Because in the main game, you know, you hear rumblings of Santow, Rabia, Safe Haven, but you never really did anything with it until you really met Brown himself at the end of the game. Whereas here, we get a little bit more to do with it, which is what I appreciate, and why it wasn't in the inserted into the main game, like every other DLC for every other game. Still pisses me off, but you know what I mean. And I've been in here already, so... Oh, we even get our own little neighborhood to go along with the place to rob. So in a way, it's kind of better than the other DLC in terms of layout.
Pritchard, I thought you told your friend I was coming.
I did.
Well, I'm in her apartment, but nobody seems to be home.
That doesn't make any sense. I can see she's online right now. She has to be there somewhere. Keep looking.
I know where she is. She's in the hideout. She dead. Nope. She's in the system. Nice hair, by the way. She jury-rigged her own version of the...
I wouldn't move right now if I were you.
Of the interface that Miller has.
Mr. Jensen.
Shadow Child.
Lucky for you, Nuclear Snake told me you were coming. Though clearly you're much more skilled than he led me to believe.
Yeah, I already broke into your house earlier.
Clearly he left out a few details about you, too.
So... you need my help reprogramming something. Something that is supposed to be both time-sensitive and very exciting.
Yes, and yes, actually.
Are you joking me?
I take it you know what this does.
You're making a run for the blade? Nuclear Snake must be working for someone with really deep pockets.
It's been flagged as missing. Can you reprogram the security codes?
Can I reprogram it? There are only 10 hackers in the world who can, and I'm 2 of them.
That's quite the boast.
This is going to take a few minutes. You can wait outside.
In real time or game time? Game time.
Here you go. 1 healthy passport. You do realize this little thing is impossible to get a hold of outside of the Blades. I would love to know how you did it.
Our mutual friend paid someone who works there to steal it.
Really? Who? Was it Amer? Santella? Slow? It was Slow, wasn't it? Ah, that racist little alcoholic said he would do it for a big price. We can use this against him, you know.
We?
Come on. You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades. The most secure corporate archiving facilities in the world. Rippers like me have been trying to break through their lava walls for years, just to get a peek of what's on those servers. You got to let me help.
You seem pretty eager. And judging by those camera feeds I saw on your monitors, a bit fixated on the Blades. Why?
Because information is power, Mr. Jensen. Governments, megacorporations, and the ultra-rich know this better than anyone.
Yep.
Before the Blades were built, people could force them to be transparent. Get a court order, file injunctions, and when all else failed, hire rippers like me to hack a server and release their secrets anonymously on the internet.
Ripper? That's what we're calling hackers these days?
A very skilled, very specialized kind of hacker. Regardless, fear of getting found out kept many a would-be powermonger in check. Not anymore. Now, any company, politician, trillionaire or zillionaire with a vault in the Blade sleeps comfortably, knowing Masaki Oshiro is protecting them.
Rivers.
Tell me more about these specialized hackers of yours. What makes them different?
You've heard of the neural subnet, NSN machines?
I've had some experience with them.
Rippers use a black market version to enter a 3D representation of a server's subnet cloud. We look for digital data there, download it, and leave before the server's defenses stop you.
Kind of like a smash and grab robbery.
No, Mr. Jensen. That's what thugs do. This is data extraction. Real Rippers do it to expose the truth and keep the powers that be from exploiting the masses.
While making a little money on the side.
One must earn a living. It doesn't mean my heart isn't in the right place.
Am I the only one who's reminded of the Royal Flush gang from Batman with that hairdo? I'm just saying.
Masaki Oshiro. This isn't the first time I've heard that name tonight.
Of course it isn't. He's the Palisade Bank's CTO. He and his wife, Ashani Talwar, own the corporation. She runs it, and he designs and oversees all of its defenses, the bastard.
Apparently you don't like him very much.
I hate him.
Because he's good at what he does?
Because he's an arrogant little shit who's made himself look like a hero to the corporate world, while secretly hiring assassins to take out Rippers like me.
Ouch.
A lot of people have died because of that man.
Oh, and, well, yeah, even the people, he profits their deaths off to make the Blades better. Yeah, the person who died by the security system, yeah, we saw her, if I remember correctly, we saw her name in several ebooks and newspapers and emails several times in the main game, so, yeah.
So you're a hacker with a cause, got it.
And more than that, I saw the malware you hid on that passport.
But malware, I didn't hide anything.
Then Nuclear Snake paid Slaw to do it for him. Either way, it's a fine piece of code. But it will only work if you actually get inside the server chamber and plug into it. I've studied the Blade. I know a lot about its defenses. I can help.
Help how?
I want to know more about this malware you found. What's it do?
Creates a temporary backdoor through the Blade's lava wall. Far as I can tell, it will embed itself on a server as soon as you plug the passport in. Reapers have been trying to punch their way through that lava wall for years. But all this time, we've been looking for weaknesses from outside the system. Nuclear Snake's trying a different approach.
From inside the system?
You sure he wrote it?
Like I said, it's a fine piece of code. I recognize his signature. But ask him yourself if you want to be sure.
I don't doubt you can help, but just what did you have in mind?
For starters, I know someone who works in the Blade's lobby. Palisade doesn't know it, but they have a Ripper named Baba Yaga 50 working the night shift.
Is it John Wick?
And you think he'd be willing to risk his job and jail time for something like this?
Our cause is bigger than that, Mr. Jensen. You're trying to screw over the company that all Rippers hate. Getting you in there is a chance you'll take, but after that, you'd be on your own. Palisade has a strict no-ogs policy.
Wouldn't that be awesome? John Wick, cross Deus Ex. That'd be quite the explosive crossover, wouldn't it?
I'll keep that in mind, should I decide to go any further with this. Right now, it's best you assume that I won't.
My lips are sealed. I know how dangerous this is, and I don't want to end up another one of Oshiro's tragic accidents.
Meaning?
Just do a little digging. You'll find out. Simona Saridakis, all the Rippers who died. The Palisade Bank will stop at nothing to protect its secrets. And until someone gets inside and uncovers the truth, they'll continue to get away with it.
I need to get going. Our mutual friend will be checking in any minute now.
Say hi to Nukes for me. And, in case you do go in, maybe you could put this on Leona Rosolova's desk. She's the head of engineering inside the Blade. Her office is on the 3rd floor.
A side quest.
A figurine. Why?
It's personal. She's someone I used to know, but don't anymore.
That
lover. Figurine means something to both of us. Giving it back means something else. Can you do it?
So either a friend or a lover.
I'll take it, but I can't make any promises, since technically I'm not going in.
Uh-huh. And now you should be on your way. I reprogrammed the passport in half the time it would have taken our mutual friend to do it, but even so, he's not a patient guy. Be careful in there, Mr. Jensen. Some of those server chambers are equipped with next-gen heat sensors. They'll detect body heat even if your cloaking og is active.
What?
Who says I have a cloaking og?
Who said you're going in? Call me if you get into trouble.
That's good dialogue.
Richard, I found Shadow Child. She reprogrammed the passport.
And?
And I guess I'm doing this.
It won't be easy, you know. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not? I'll reconnect when I'm inside the Blade. Jensen out.
Figurine of somebody. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's Geralt. It's what's his name? Garrett from the Thief games. Yeah, that's who it is. It's the main protagonist from the Thief games. What was his name? I know his name, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Thief series. Garrett, I think his name is. Yeah, that is his name, Garrett, the protagonist of the Thief series, which is like considered one of the greatest stealth series of video games ever made, to the point that it's unchallenged. And unfortunately, Eidos Montreal tried to make a new Thief game, and they did, but unlike with their two Deus Ex games, from what I've read, they completely botched it. So it's like, you know, like Eidos, you've done Deus Ex well, but that game you didn't do well, so it's kind of sad, really. Plant the figure. So we can get him to help me. I could have sworn there was something. Oh, it was the camera right there. I thought it was like a bio plug or whatever, but no. There's a bunch of stuff right there. I'm Batman. Can I get up there? Apparently I can. Oh, a hobo. Way into Palisade right there, but I can't reach it from here. Although I would have, had I had all my powers from the main game. McFly! Are you in there? Micah Curtis. He's a good YouTuber. I recommend him. Okay, so I can get the desk clerk to get me in there. Third floor of the Palisade Bank. Let me go into that wine store. I want to see if there's anything in there.
Hiring Wally to kill me. My life would be so much better without
this. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Speaking of McFly, I really need to watch the 3 Back to the Future movies. It's like, it's one of those series that I never, for whatever reason, got the chance to invest myself in. It's kind of pathetic, really.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Shipment damaged and augmented terrorist bombing. Very sad news. Many of these wines were some of the year's most anticipated. That sucks. 3 wines available from Quebec. Eidos Montreal's in Quebec, so of course they promote Quebec. What is Montreal significant for again? I fail to understand. Ice wine. Speed of growing vibrant Caribbean fruits, short Canadian summers, and versus blah blah blah. Wine, 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 wine. I love me some wine. Yes, thanks. Stuff hidden right there. Oh, get that. Shit. Another bum. Are you augmented? Are you persecuted? Are you ridiculed, suffering, punished, worried, sick, victim of violence, down on your luck, looking for help? Rabia, do you need hope? Rabia is for you. Join the growing workforce of augmented people or building a city they call home. Will be an oasis in the desert, will be a place for all augmented people who have experienced the difficulties of living in a world divided between natural and augmented. End this chapter of your life. Start a new one in Rabia. Yeah, if you can get in there, because it quickly ran out of space real fast. Ooh, revolver. Pretty sure it's... I don't have ammunition for it, but... Hey, at least I actually found it here. Unlike in the last DLC where I found revolver ammunition literally everywhere, but found no revolver to go with it. No, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Hey, you! You don't look like you are from around here. You should know the truth about the Palisade Corporation.
And what truth is that?
The billionaires who own it killed my wife in there. Surely you have heard the name Simona Saridakis.
Ah.
Several times, actually.
Good. The more you hear, the better. Because Palisade spent millions to bury the truth. There was no investigation of the crime scene. No real justice for my family. Simona worked there for years, and they called her a thief. Then they used her dead body to promote their security features.
That is messed up.
I assume when you say the billionaires, you mean the Palisades founders. Why do you hold them responsible?
On the day she died, Simona said she found something strange that involved her boss, Masaki Yoshiro. She wanted to tell me more, but I was upset. We'd had a fight, and I wasn't ready to listen. I told her to tell me after work, but she never came home.
You should have listened.
Did you tell the investigators what she said?
I did! They ignored me. They said it's not related to the investigation. They said my wife was a thief. She was not a thief.
Yeesh. Why would Simona be inside the computer rooms? What was her job?
She was a senior engineer. She worked on the defensive systems.
So the traps that killed her, she would have known all about.
Yes, exactly. She was working directly with Yoshiro, helping him design security programs. He always gets credit for the lava wall, but much of it was her work too. So many years they worked together. Why would she steal? It makes no sense.
I'm sorry you lost your wife, Mr. Saridakis. But you said there was no investigation after she died. Why not?
Swept under the rug.
Privacy laws make it illegal for the police to go inside the computer rooms. That's where those billionaires said she was killed. So all the police could do was examine Simona's workstation and emails, look at Intellicam footage, and perform an autopsy.
Not a lot to go on. What did the footage show?
Nothing! They showed Simona walking down some corridors and entering a computer room. But it did not show what happened inside. They said the security systems only kill someone if they walk in forbidden zones.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Saradakis, but unfortunately, I have to get going.
I understand. Most people just ignore me. But you listen. I hope I changed your mind about the Palisade. It's not a wonder of the world. It is a symbol of how the rich and powerful get away with everything, including murder.
Yeesh. Investigate Saradakis' death.
They killed my...
Well, we got a lot of side quests, that's for sure. I like this. Honestly, this is like a mini campaign in and of itself.
Wife!
So, get the clerk to get me into Blade and plant the figurine, and then investigate the death.
Called her a thief to cover up their lies. Please follow all security
Tarvos,
for your
of
own
course.
health and well-being.
Of course, we would get Tarvos involved.
You and I have a mutual friend, Shadow Child. She mentioned that you might be able to help me.
I heard someone might come by, but how do I know that you are that someone? You could be anybody. Did this Shadow Child person mention a name or anything?
Yoga Baya. Yaga Baba. Baba Yaga 15.
Baba Yaga 50.
50,
That
excuse
is
me.
what I was looking for. Why, yes. I see that you have an appointment this evening. Allow me to deactivate the security gate for you. It will just take a second. So, what is your Reaper handle?
Help desk trophy.
It's classified.
That is such a cool username. Classified.
What?
Alright. You are good to go.
He's a little too into his shtick, isn't he?
Good luck, Classified. Extract the data, expose the truth.
I'd rather you call me something like cooler, like RoboCop or something. Classified. Really? Are you that hooked into your role that you bought that immediately? Plant the figurine. Third floor, it said, right? I could hack that right there. I think I'll do that, so that way I get some extra points in.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Well, no bonuses. The atrium, first floor. Atrium. Elevator just showed back up. So we got our ways to go, it seems.
Shadow Child's code appears to have worked, Pritchard. I'm inside the blade.
Good. I was worried you might get sidetracked by some random civilian in need of a hero.
I had several enticing offers, but I turned them all down just for you.
Oh, goody. According to construction records, the servers are located at the top of the blade's funicular, in numbered chambers. We'll have to figure out which one is Santos.
A place like this must have a client registry.
If so, it would be in the CEO's office. She has an executive suite on the highest level of the atrium. I suggest you look there.
Uh-oh. This could get dicey. Third floor, she said. And look for info. Investigate the death.
Attention all Palisade employees. This is a reminder that the newly installed bays for Targos security robots are currently...
Well, they let me in because I went through the desk man.
So we ask that you limit your movement to areas for which you have proper security clearance. Stay away from me. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
Okay, why is he panicking? I thought I was let right in. I'm utterly confused. He let me right in. You'd think that they'd be like, if you let him in, he must be okay, right? Nope. Guess not. And there's very little cover in this place, and oh my god, do I wish I had my trank rifle right about now. Again, Eidos Montreal, why wasn't this in the main game? DLC or otherwise. Like every other game in the history of gaming in this modern age of DLC nonsense. Ugh. And no, I'm never gonna get over that, much as I try.
This is a reminder that the newly installed bays for Targos security robots are currently active. We'd very much like to avoid a repeat of last week's incident, so we ask that you limit your movement to areas for which you have proper security clearance. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
What do you feel the human restoration will achieve in this past?
When? When? And it's a pleasure to speak with you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Shit. I might have to upgrade my stealth hack a bit.
Attention all Palisade employees. This is a reminder that the newly installed bays for Targos security robots are currently active. We would very much like to avoid a repeat of last week's incident, so we ask that you limit your movement to areas for which you have proper security clearance. Thank you. Have a pleasant
Tell
evening.
me, what do you feel the human restoration will achieve?
That also works. History. Talwar and Oshore named their new enterprise Palisade. Over the span of just 3 years, they acquired several banking companies and buildings throughout the Czech Republic, including the property bank vault in Prague. When the banking and privacy laws in the Czech Republic were updated for today's connected world, Palisade was there for customers to offer the world's first secure corporate data cheat archiving facility, known as the Palisade Blade. Its unique shape and cutting-edge architectural design made it an instant global icon and forever changed the Prague skyline. Unrelenting hackers began to ruin lives and companies. Demand for cyber protection increased. More blades were needed to house their customers' private data. Today, the Palisade Blade's popularity and cultural impact helped the Czech Republic look in its image as the new Switzerland of data banking. Huh. Okay, so we go to the 3rd floor to plant the the thief Garrett toy. And while we're at it, we just keep scaling around and looking through every nook and cranny until we find more info on what's her name.
The exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Nice music. Don't know why a hacking tool would be in a medical case of all things.
Caution. The air
Why would this gaudy mirror of all things be in here?
in the west side maintenance corridor on the 3rd floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice.
Anomaly detected. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Operating at normal capacity.
Huh.
Diagnostic sequence complete.
It's one way around. Okay, this doesn't seem to do much of anything. Except for this. Who's put supplies right here, of all places?
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling
What was that?
Okay, I ate the whiskey somehow, even though I didn't want to.
sexual
8,
networks.
2.
Where am I in relation to...
They are insane.
Diagnostic sequence
but it is
complete.
barely from the money they make from Palisade. Most of it is from investments.
Rich people make money.
They have over 100 accounts in several tax shelter countries. All of them with other companies. I think when you run your own banks, I think they're shady.
You looked at that. Personal and then accuse them of being shady. They are smart investors. I don't think the Führer can
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Get them arrested.
if they are as powerful.
New hackers this week, seems to be more than one lately.
Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance.
Cyber attack
action is
reports.
open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Anton and Baba. Shell. Files on the office.
If everything was perfect, I'd be out of a job.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Whoever worked on this last
Diagnostic
time.
check and telecommunications commencing.
Having trouble logging in. 2 independent inspectors. Morning fruit warning. New fragrance rule.
Okay, well, this isn't loosening at all. Whoever worked on this last time did a pretty good job.
I'm literally right in front of
If
her.
everything was perfect, I'd be out of a job.
Sorry.
What a mess.
Can't have any witnesses, and I really, really want to get as much info as this place as I can. Sorry, sirs, and sorry, madams. Tesla cartridge. Ugh. Even though I don't have the Tesla fist. And y'all know why that is.
Commencing diagnostics check.
I'll leave that one alone.
Air purification system is operating at normal
Ooh,
capacity.
lava lamp. Used to have a lava lamp. Kinda want another one.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
You kidding me? Well, I guess I need to upgrade my stealth software. It's already 8 o'clock. I might have to split this DLC into 2 parts because it's already dinner time. I was kind of hoping it would be about the same length as the Tarvos one, but on the other hand, I kind of like the more effort put into this one.
Accuse them of being shady? They are smart investors. I don't think a hero can
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Get them arrested.
If they are as powerful as you think they are, they would probably have you killed first.
Attention. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is now
Whoever
closed.
worked on this last time had a pretty good look. Everything was perfect on the other way.
Access granted.
Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance.
Increase my stealth.
Exterior underway.
Ouch.
Running diagnostics check.
Do this again, please.
Stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected.
Of course.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Lava wall update. Unauthorized. Vision benefits. Moment of silence. Probably for Simona. Yeah. As if that means anything to these bastards.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Trank rifle. Wish I had a trank rifle.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
This is a big one.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Diagnostics check.
Codex update.
Air purification system is operating at normal capacity.
Nice job on the getting up the ball pit at Petra's desk. Make sure to clean up before they come back. Moment of silence again. Oh, what the hell? Haha. Oh, Dad's calling. Hold on a second. Give me a moment. Dad wants to speak to me, probably dinner related. So, give me a minute. Well, it's as I thought. Dad's hungry, as am I. Welcome back, buddy. Just before the boss returns. Okay, just let me hack these desks here, and I'll be...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Petra. Passport and flag is missing is lost. Toilets memo. Mold fumigation. Yeah. Nobody likes mold.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Troutfire V7 review. Problems and puzzling. New fragrance rule is 100% real. Perfume, cologne, aftershave, scented bond, hand moser, blah 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 blah. Daycare services. Figured out the fruit fly problem originated. Oh, I hate fruit flies and gnats. Annoying little pests. Problem is stemming from recycle bins for food and beverage cans. For some reason, most employees are not completely emptying and or rinsing out their cans before placing them in the bins. Ugh. Well, ain't that an annoyance? That seems to be everything in here. Wait, did I do this one? Yeah, I did this one. Okay, let me break this wall. Oh, I don't have it, apparently. I do now.
Jensen, have you found the executive suite yet?
This involves a little more than just typing on a keyboard, Francis. I'm working on it.
Well, work harder. According to my research, the suite was designed to be isolated from the rest of the atrium. I assume it's intended to provide even more privacy.
Which means an extra layer of defenses.
Exactly. So be careful. Pritchard out.
Well, we're on the 3rd floor, so I'm close to where I need to be, but I also want to go back and explore some bits that I missed before, so we'll figure that out as we go along. But I unfortunately, much to my displeasure, had to make this a 2-parter for this DLC due to its length and the fact that it's also dinner time. So when I come back in about an hour or so, I will continue, and hopefully we will finish this DLC. And so far I like it. So far it's a bit more involved, has a bit more mixed stuff involved than the last one. So I'll be back in a bit, and when I come back we will finish rating the rest of the Blade. So thank y'all for watching. Be back soon.